Hey guys, it's Sully Gaming here. I am going to be doing a career mode with Manchester United, my favourite team. So this is obviously my first YouTube video slash series that I'm going to be doing, and I hope everyone likes it for me, myself, my commentary and everything else. So what we quickly do is reseed the teams, as I always make that mistake of not pressing start after it. Which is, there we go. We're going to be playing on legendary with 6 minutes per half, I think it is. We're going to be calling ourselves Shane, because that is my first name, and my last name, well, isn't Sully, it stands for something else, but Sully Gaming, my channel. I count myself as Irish, even though I was born and raised in England, but my parents are both Irish. I've got an Irish passport, so I count myself as pure Irish. So what I like to do when I get into a career mode is I like to look at the team, for one, and the second thing I like to do is see all of the Deadwood players, such as Carrick, who else is there? Valdez, I think, is in this, I'm not 100% sure. But I like to look at all the Deadwood players, sell them as fast as possible so they don't decline so much that you won't be able to get as much money for them. There are a few places that I would like to get players for to replace, such as centre defensive mids and definitely some sort of centre back, because I mean, Manchester United centre backs at this point in time, well, in FIFA 15 are actually god awful. But I mean, it's what, the 18th of July, so I mean, they've signed Schweinsteiger, Schneidlin, and that right back that I've forgotten his name of, it's like Demetrius or something, I'm not quite sure. But this is the team that we have so far, and now I'm going to be going in and seeing what kind of players that I want to get rid of. I mean, such players as Valdez, Carrick, like I was saying, Lindegaard, maybe bringing in a secondary keeper, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll get back to you once I have, done it and everything. I've chosen my players that I want to get rid of. Okay, so these are the players that I've decided to go with, such as Amos, Valdez, Lindegaard, Falcao, Young, Fellaini, Carrick. Those are the players that I want to get rid of, purely because Amos is a terrible goalkeeper, Valdez is getting old, I will never use him, Lindegaard, once again, a terrible goalkeeper, and he's getting very old. Falcao in this game I don't really like, but I'm not happy in the fact that he's not actually on loan in the game with an option to buy him. He's just active team, so even if I do sell him for what, 30 million is what he'd probably go for, 30, 34, whatever, he's not, like, the money that I get from him I shouldn't actually get, because he doesn't actually belong to Manchester United, so I don't know what I'm actually going to do with that. Young, Fellaini and Carrick, I don't really like Fellaini. Young are the same reason, but I mean, Januzaj has got very high potential, same with Wilson, so I'm going to take them out on loan. I actually might put Powell on a season loan long as well, and then some of these players that I've never even heard of, like, who's that? Like, I don't even know who that is as a Manchester United fan. But yeah, now time to go and sort out the team. Okay, so this is a team that I have decided to go with. I've got Van Persie up front with Rooney in centre attacking mid, Young on the left, who I'm looking to replace. I'm looking for a good left mid. Right mid is Di Maria, centre defensive mid Herrera and Blind. Left back Shaw with Jones and Smalling centre backs, and Rafael as right backs. There is a lot of work to be done to this team. I mean, looking at the subs, I need a decent keeper. I might end up keeping Valdez for all I know. But I mean, I've got Valdez for the goalkeeper, and then centre back I've got Rojo with he can play left back as well, but Blind can play left back as well. He can play centre mid, left back. So yeah, and then Right back, the only person that I've got is Valencia, but he is not that good defensively wise. He's very good physically, but not good defensively. And then we have no right mids. We've only got Mata, but he has to play centre attacker mid or right mid. But if anything does happen to any, we do have a replacement, but anything more than that, that's it. So now I'm going in to find preferably a left mid, maybe a centre defensive mid. Might end up making a bid for Schneiderlin, as that's going to happen next year, and maybe a centre back as well. Just looking at the emails here, they want us to qualify for the Champions League, which I think is a very easy task to get. I think that will be easy for us. Right, okay, so here are the players that I have looked into and I feel will be the best, in my opinion, for the team. I've got 2 centre backs, 3 centre defensive mids, and 2 left mids. I think Ibrahimovic can play left mid, right? Left mid. No, but I'd still play him in a left mid position. Nkulu is, in my opinion, a very good player. Looking at he's an all-rounded decent player, and he grows into a very good player. Shah is another good player who has a potential of 84, and I haven't actually scouted him, but I know that he's a good player. Juri Enriquez, also one of those players who he's just an all-rounded good player and has a very high potential. We have been about, I think it was last season, last summer transfer window, and we'll say Christmas, we were linked to this William Carvalho, and I haven't seen many YouTubers actually look at him and, you know, see what he's like. Schneiderlin, obviously we bought him, so he is obviously an option. And in left mid position, I really like the look of Thorgan Hazard. He is obviously the brother to Chelsea's Hazard. He just looks like a very good player, and I have another career mode that I'm doing in my own spare time, and he is, I think, about 84. So he obviously is a very good player. Asamoah, in FIFA 14 I had an ultimate team and I had Asamoah, and he was just an absolute quality player. This guy's left foot is just amazing, and he's 4-star skills, everything's decent, high, and he's got engine, so I mean he's going to be all around that pitch. Left mid, left back, so it's not that bad. And Iber Gomez is another player that I used, and his finesse shot is just incredible. Even though he hasn't got the trait, he's just an absolute quality player. So out of these players, I'm going to inquire all of them and see what they say. And now we'll just advance just to see if we can, when we're scouting them, see what they're kind of like. Okay, so we've got some back already, and we can see that Shah, I'd call him Scar, maybe, I don't know. 10.5 million, so I don't know, it seems a bit much for a player who's around, what, 75, but he does have a high potential, so I'm going to scout him further to see what he's actually like. Jordi Enriquez is only 725, so that's obviously the wrong player. And Asamoah is 19 million. I mean, I wouldn't bid that much for him, but we'll see what happens when they're scouted more. We should be getting the other lot now. Okay, Hazard 14 million. That's something I would pay for. William Carvalho 17.5, Schneiderlin 21.5. Iber Gomez is only 7 million. It's not a bad price. I want to go and see how long the scouting will take. I want to get rid of these instructions that they have already, because I wouldn't say that I need a striker, and that's just a silly instruction to put. Right, so Schneiderlin, Gale. Right, let me just get rid of all of these. Okay, so for these 3 players, it's going to be 8 to 9 days. For Schneidlin, it's only going to be 3 days. That will be good. And for Hazard, it's going to be around 9 days. So, going forward, see if we get any offers. We do for Victor Valdez. Only 9 million. I do think I will hold on to Victor Valdez for now, just as a backup keeper. Because I mean, 9 million is just a bit of a joke, in my opinion. I mean, I've got 2 other goalkeepers that I need to sell. So, we've got a bid for Johnny Evans. That is not a bad price at a first bid, but I would say about 9.5. He's nowhere near that. I mean, Everton seem to be want to buy him for what, 9 million? I don't think he's worth that. He's absolutely terrible in my opinion. So here is he's 81 overall, 50k, and they wanted 21.5 million for him. I want to see what other positions he can play. Is he only just a centre defensive mid? Because off the top of my memory, I'm not sure if he can play centre back. I don't think he can. I think he is only a centre defensive mid slash centre mid. Yeah, but I mean, I would get him for that centre defensive mid because I really do need one. I might go in. No, I will. Just to keep it a little bit realistic. What would I go in for? 15 million maybe? Maybe a bit less. No, we'll go for 10, see what they say. Probably won't be a good reply. But yeah, we'll see. And now, moving on. Oh, we have one for Falcao. See, like this 30 million, I wouldn't actually be, well, Manchester United wouldn't be getting because they wouldn't be able to sell him, and I definitely won't be selling him to Chelsea because I mean, one of the rivals that we have. Another one for Falcao for Bayern Munich, 30.5 million. I will let him go for 40. I know he's an old player, but I mean, he is a good player. For simming games, in my opinion, he's not exactly good. International, we won't be wanting that. 16.5 million for Schneidlin. I'll go in with 13 and see what they say. Palmer, he's not worth 9.5. I know he's not, but FIFA have got their game really weird. Oh, 40 million for Falcao. I'm not quite sure if they'll 100% go through that because they say that they will, but I mean, they still say that they will probably still back out. Oh, Southampton have accepted a 13 million bid. That's always good. 50,000. We'll put 45,000. See if you want that. Crucial first team player, obviously. Hopefully he'll accept that. It's not like we're on a tight budget or anything. So for Asamoah, let's see what he is. He is, I mean, just look at those stats. He is, and just look at those physical stats. It's just absolutely amazing. What is he? He's 79 overall, and he's only on, he's on 80,000, so that's a bit high. But I mean, he's very strong, he's very fast, he's got great stamina. I'm gonna go and look at each of them in the actual shortlist because I can just look at everything there rather than just one thing. So I'm gonna go to Asmo. 79 overall. I mean, just look at those stats. Those stats, in my opinion, are just very good. But for 19 million, are they worth it? Not quite sure. And this guy's long shots are incredible. I know it says he's only got 76, but his long shots are just absolutely amazing. His curve, I'm guessing is going to be bad. It's 68, but he's been scoring amazing curve and free kicks for me. Not free kicks, finesse shots from outside the box, 40 yards out. I mean, he's just very good. He's not worth 90 million. I know they won't sell him for 90 million because that's just a ridiculous price, but Gomes, he hasn't come back. Hazard 77. At this time, I mean, look, he's 40 million. He won't go for 40. I'd say he'd go for about 9. His physical stats are alright. His strength isn't that good, but I mean, he grows into such an amazing player. And for that, it's very disappointing that he's got 4-star skills. But I mean, I'm going to take a bid for it. I've never used him. He's shown great potential, so that means he's going up to 85, I think he can get up to. And he's only got 35,000. I'll make a 9 million bid like I said I would. Hopefully he'll accept that. So we'll say that's my left mid. Hopefully we've got centre defensive mid. And out of these two, Show's a very good player. I mean, he's, for a defender, he's got the very basic stuff. He's strong, he's quite pacey, he's got good heading accuracy, he's got good sliding and standing tackling. He's around, like, Nkulu has got very good defensive stats, but he's only good at defending. I mean, I want my centre defensive mids to come up and attack the ball when it's oh, he's got high work rates. That is not good. That is not good. This is a tough decision. Very tough. I think do you know what? I've used Nkulu before, so I'm not going to. I'm going to go for Shah. Like, they're asking for 10.5 million. I'll go in with 7. 7, see what they say. What wages is he on? 35 once again. He's not on very high wages. I'd say maybe it's hard to see if I'd need a striker. They sold. Oh, they sold Falcao. That's very good. Schneiderlin has accepted, so that is our centre defensive mid that we've got. They want 11 million. I'll go for 10 million, see what they say. Because I've really wanted to use Hazard, but I mean, I haven't exactly had. Oh, they accepted. He wants 60,000. That's almost basically doubling what he's getting now. But he's very good centre back. 76 at the moment, but hopefully he will be growing very soon. So where do we have him? Schneiderlin, centre defensive mid. Here we go. Blind or Herrera. I'll swap Herrera just on the sheer fact that Blind is natural. He's actually very good at defending. He's got a high defensive work rate. So does Schneider. That's what I want. I want them to sit back, invite the pressure, and then the centre back soak it up. But yeah, we will put him on the bench other than Fellaini, because I'm not a fan of Fellaini whatsoever. In FIFA 14 he was very good, but now, no. So we're going to advance more into the season, see what we get. See if anyone any offers, what we're going to get. Oh, they both accepted, that's good. So once again, 60 million. Not 60 million, 60k. He's only 21. That's a crazy amount of money to be on, but ah well. He'll be a crucial first team player on my team, and he has accepted, so we now have got a centre back as well. And after selling Falcao, look at that money that we've got. It's a crazy amount, which I don't believe we should have in the first place. But Shah, centre back. Who am I replacing? I will probably replace Smalling. Put Rojo on there. Smalling, you can play as a right back, can't you, Smalling? Yes, you can. You're injury prone. Thank God we got rid of you, but so is Jones. He isn't injury prone, of course he is. Actually, I will put Rojo on the bench instead of Carrick, because my aim is to get rid of him. And let me just sort this all out, because I like to know how many players I've got in that certain position. Here we go. We don't have any backup strikers now. We only have Van Persie and Rooney, and I'm planning on sending Wilson out, so maybe we might go in for a striker at some point. Looking at the team just then, there were a lot of players. I mean, Pereira I probably won't use. Rothwell definitely won't use, but I can't get rid of him, which is silly. McNair, another player that I won't use. Won't use him. Sure, I'll be using. Won't be using Kellett. Girl's name, I thought. Get rid of him. Blackett I'm going to let on a season loan because he's actually, I do think he grows into quite a good player. But carrying on, are we going to get talk back from Hazard? Oh, an offer from Gladbach. Well, hopefully we are buying Hazard off you. So, maybe 5.5 million for Carrick? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, advancing. Are we going to hear back from Hazard? Hazard. Okay, ooh, that was a fast reply. Do you know what? I'm just going to get rid of him because I will not be using it. He is a very good player in real life. On the game, he's just going to depreciate as fast as possible. But carrying on, are we going to hear from Hazard? Yes, there we go, Hazard. We got Hazard now. Let's see him in the team. Get rid of all these unwanted messages. There he is, young. Leave you on the bench. There we go, Hazard. Hopefully he'll be very good for our team. That high work rate. We've got so many centre attacking mids, it's ridiculous. And we've got a left-footed player on the right and a right-footed player on the left, so I always want that cutting in. But I mean, I won't be able to do my Ronaldo chops because he hasn't got 4-star skills. But yeah, scouting in progress. Don't know what they're scouting for. So now we've got our first. We've got. Oh, Carrick's got soul. That's fine. No, because I'm planning on selling you, so you won't be getting anything. We're going to be simming all of the international friendlies. Hopefully, I pray to God that we won't be getting any injuries. 4-0. What a team. Quality team. And now we're going to be playing. What is that team called? Januzaj. Please be alone. Yes, it is. Oh, that is a very bright logo. I've never seen them before. What are they? They're not German, are they? German League 2? I'm not 100% sure, but we're accepting that loan. Hopefully he'll come back with what? 78. Probably won't be even using him if I think he's going to be good. And it says that Chelsea were planning on coming second there. Finished top. Predicted 2. So who would they think is going to be winning? Oh well. Who's it? Atletico Bilbao, that's the one. I totally forgot their name. But it's in the away match, so maybe it won't be as easy. There we go, 1-1. Thank God we didn't get any injuries. Van Persie comes to the rescue. We've got a training injury. Phil Jones out for 3 weeks. I mean, this is what I mean with these injuries. It's just an absolute joke. 3 weeks. So we're going to have to place... Who's better out of Smalling and Rojo? Strength, jumping. I'm going to go with Rojo instead of Jones. And then what centre backs have we got? We've got Blackett. I mean, what's his name? Even Van Gaal gave him a chance a few games. He wasn't that good, but I mean, he saw something in him that he wanted to see. So now we are against Genoa at home. Definitely will be winning this match because Genoa aren't that good. Hope I'm not eating my words. We'll watch this match. So Van Persie, 7th minute. You see, Van Persie is just an amazing player, and he's regen. If I do carry on to play more than that, his regen is going to be an absolute amazing regen. I've only ever had one regen, that was Drogba, and paid a ridiculous amount of money, about 40 million, but he was very good. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and he was just scoring all around. And look at that, 5-0. Absolute demolishing. Right, what are these player conversations? Johnny Evans is worried about his position. You should be always worried about position. Also, they think Man City are going to win. Man Shitty, as I like to call him. With Company as a best player. Here we have MK Dons wanting Blackett for a season. You can have him all you want. I'm just thinking, like, what I would like to get one big player, but I'm not sure. I don't know where to get, because I mean, Luke Shaw grows into an amazing player. Raphael is a right back. He doesn't grow that much, but I mean, there isn't any big right backs that I'd want to get that aren't obvious. I mean, like a Philip Lahm, but he's going to be retiring in about 2 or 3 seasons. He's only going to be getting worse as the time goes on. Could get a centre back. I'm not quite sure. Don't want to get a striker. Don't want to get there. So I'm gonna just have a lot of money left over. I mean, this is the sort of budget that I'm not really used to. I'm used to playing with lower leagues. But I mean, Juan Mata, you are not getting Mata whatsoever. I love Mata in this game. He's just such a wizard with that ball. The way he passes it, his dribbling's amazing, and especially in real life as well, he's just absolute quality. So now we're coming up to our first game, which I do think we're going to be playing in the next match. We must have some sort of message coming through with this long simulation. Lindegaard, Spurs want him. Spurs, you can have him. 30, I don't know what you're going to be doing. I mean, you've got... I'm not sure if... Is he injured? Is Lloris still injured in this? Or do they carry that on? I'm not quite sure. Got reschedule match, not that I really care.
Let's look at the draw of the English League Cup.
Wilson,
Queen's Park Rangers host Arsenal.
Gillingham.
Stoke City entertain Aston Villa.
That's fine. Take
Liverpool
all
are at home to Birmingham
Shh.
City. Southampton
You
host
see, this is
Bolton
what really
Wanderers.
confused me about this game. I mean, he
Everton
says that
entertain Sheffield
he's
Wednesday.
been enjoying his game.
Leicester City
I'm gonna-
are at home to Derby County. Manchester
I'm going to
United
quickly turn
host
off that
Oxford
game.
United.
That fella talking
Meanwhile,
in the background is annoying
Chesterfield-
me. Okay, sorry about that. But I mean, look, Luke Shaw, he knows he's on the team bench, so why is he saying he wants to be playing in the next match? It just really confuses me why it does that. But are we going to have any last offers before we have our first match against Swansea? No. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the first episode. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. It hasn't been any gameplay, but I mean, it's just setting it up for the gameplay. In the next episode, we're going to be playing Swansea, maybe 3 matches. Those 3 matches will be Swansea, Sunderland and Burnley, and I'll probably finish off the transfer window and go into our first game with Oxford United. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing the next one.